Time to visit another old friend. Sure was nicer driving up the road this year with my new car. Not nearly as stressful. Unfortunately, I don't think the trail's going to get any easier for my legs.
Just past the first crossing, just over an hour and a half in. A little tricky, but I made it. Hey, look at that, fall colors. Even if it is all over the ground. Approaching the second crossing. And boy, look at these fall colors. Not sure what these bushes are, but they sure are turning color. As is the sunrise. Yeah, whatever this tree is, it is very red. Beautiful. These guys just look like they turn yellow and orange. Made it past the second crossing, though not without a little mishap. My left foot went into the water, so now I have a cold foot. Hopefully it won't cause too many problems today. I'd say it's pretty darn chilly here right now. My wet shoelaces were getting kind of stiff when I tried to tie them again. Looks like we have sunrise. Guess I didn't make it to the pass in time. I really didn't think I would, because I started a little later than I hoped. But even if I had, I probably would have made it. But then I would have missed all these fall colors. So I'll call that a win. Yep, it's a beautiful morning. Wow, but this is quite a snow bridge earlier in the year. Probably got to be at least 6 feet tall still in places. Looks like the trail's about to go into the snow too. Good thing there's lots of rocks nearby. Well, I had to cross it a little bit, but even though it is pretty hard and icy, it's real rough on top, so traction was pretty good. No issues really. On we go. Should be approaching Camp 6 now, I think. Well, didn't quite make 4 hours. Maybe if I hadn't had to stop and wring out my socks. Oh well, always another time. Looks like the old big sign finally fell over completely. There's good old Cardinal. Looks like there's some snow in the descent chute. That could make that a bit more dicey. Oh well, not going there today. Made it across the Kings River. Plenty of rocks to choose from here. There's some more ice. Time to head over and find the John Muir Trail. There it is. Should only be a short ways down here that I'll take off on the old Cartridge Pass trail. Another area with a lot of trees knocked down. Fortunately, being that this is the John Muir Trail still, they've cut most of them away. Or all of them away from the trail anyway. Okay, leaving the trail. Headed down the Muro Blanco. Still on a trail though. Just made it across this crossing. Was able to rock hop my way across, so that was good. No delays here. Question is, how hard will it be down lower? Alright, back across. Minimal fuss. Some pretty good aspens turning up there. A couple of icy rocks. Oh boy, speaking of ice, check it out over here. It's pretty thin too. Makes cool sounds too. Alright, time to deposit some drinks for later and head up the hill. Okay, up we go. Good and fueled up with peanut butter sandwich and milk. See how far that gets me. Steep little booger. Just as I remember it. I'll get the elevation done in a hurry this way though. Bench Lake should be right up there. I'm looking at some potential routes to get up there from down below. Might try to swing by there on the way back. Here's Cartridge Lake. Cartridge Pass is right up there. Beautiful area. Won't be staying too long right now though. Gonna grab some water and head on up there. Okay, all filled up on water. Ready to head out. I decided to leave the water filter here behind those rocks, since I'm not likely to find any more water to filter along the way until I get back here. Passing above Upper Cartridge Lake. I'm going to be heading for the ridgeline up there. And I may try to descend circling around the other side of Upper Cartridge Lake. Looks pretty easy that way. Lots of boulders this way. Probably better if you go back around the other way. Might not even have to pick up the trail. Looks like you can circle around the lake and connect back up with my ascent route pretty easily. Alright, so this is what I'm calling Cartridge Notch. Cartridge Pass is over there. There's even a marker here already. So I guess somebody else thought this was a good place to come to. So there's Marion out there. Not too far away. And not too much higher either. What seemed like a very long 1,900 feet from Cartridge Lake is now only about 600 feet of gain. That should be Arrow Peak. More aspens down in the Muro Blanco, it looks like. Looks like it's a beautiful day. A little bit hazy, but not too bad. Okay, I reached the low spot. Only dropped about 100 feet, so now I have about 700 feet to climb. That's going to be Lake Basin over there. I think I see the lunch lake. But that's it for right now. Alright, let's see how long it takes us to get to Marion. I think that's Lake Marion. Wow, look how blue it is. That was kind of unexpected. I knew it was a beautiful lake, but wow. I've reached the second gap now. Still can't see any of our big lake friends like Grassy Lake or L Lake. Just to Dumbbell Lake's Pass. The elevation difference between this gap and the previous one is almost nothing. So on the way back, I think I'll just try and go low because the terrain looks easier. Got a little tricky up here. Not terrible, just tedious. You can see Bench Lake over there. Just cross the next hill. Should be the last big one. Then it's just up to Marion. I'm hoping that's Marion. Lake's a little bit more obscured from this notch. Good thing I shot some video from the other one. I guess that's our L mountain that's blocking the view to most of the lakes. Too bad. Okay, last notch. The elevation here is just about 12,000 feet still. So all the little ups and downs you do from just below Cartridge Notch to this one are pretty much all for nothing. But now it's time to climb Marion. Okay, I made it. The register was over there, so I think that's the actual high point. But I think the views of Lake Basin are going to be better from over here because this little other summit kind of blocks the views from the real high point. So at first I thought that might be the Enchanted Gorge, but now I don't think so. There's Splitting Cardinal out there. You can see the big separation between Bench Lake and Arrow Peak. Looks like it's just right there, but there's a bit of distance between them. So I'm thinking that might be Finger Peak. If so, that might be that black crown, which I'm hoping to climb next weekend. If I'm able to. Almost looks like there might be a fire burning out there. That might get in the way. So that should be the Palisades out there. Maybe Agassiz, Winchell, Thunderbolt, and Starlight and North Palisade. It's probably Mount Sill back there. Palisade Crest. Probably Norman Clyde and Middle Palisade. Not sure what that one is. Of course, there's Split.
next door is Cardinal. And Taboose Pass area. Where I have to get back to today. Preferably before dark. I was just noticing that this is where that white and red rock collide above Marion Lake. And that's exactly what I just walked across to get here. That's pretty cool. There's Bench Lake. That's probably Goddard. Maybe Black Giant over there. That's probably Great Pass there. And you drop down and climb up here. Then make your way over to White Pass. You probably can't see Red Pass, but there's Red Point. Looks like we've still got the original register. Dates to 1985. So that means I can probably find Bob. There's Carl, Michael Graupe, and Bob saying hello to each other. Oh, and Tom Beck too. Here's my entry. Still a lot of the book left, so it should last a while longer. You can just see a tiny sliver of Lake Marion down there. I may try to go out to the end of this ridge. I should be able to see it better from there when I go down. That should be Grassy Lake. Looks still nice and grassy. And then L Mountain gets in the way. So you can't really see any more. That one might be the Crescent Lake. And then next to it I thought might have been the top of L Lake, but they look a little too close to each other. I think L Lake is completely hidden by L Mountain from here. So that's what I call pyramid rock. As you can see, it looks nothing like a pyramid from here. You gotta be in Lake Basin to get that effect. As you can see how it's just kind of not even a high point. Sure looks like it though from inside the basin. So here's the view from the actual high point. Bench Lake, Arrow Peak, Muro Blanco's down there. Snow over here on this side.
guess it doesn't block Lake Basin too much from here. Alright, about time to go. Yep, there she is. That shadow from Red Point starting to creep down on it. Time to head on back. Not too bad. It's getting easier as I get closer to this notch. Then we'll see how much we can optimize the return route. Okay, just surmounted the big red hill. Time to transition back to the white stuff. Probably just go straight down here and up the other side somehow. Well, on the red stuff, it was certainly a nice, loose descent. Not very good for ascending, but perfect for descending. You can kind of see the boundary between the white and the red rock here. Dropped down a couple 100 feet, it looks like. So I'm going to try to head up over there. Alright, just got to get back up there. Probably that first little notch right there. So was it worth it? I'm not sure. It did have to drop down quite a bit. At least 300 feet. Okay. Back at Cartridge Notch. Only about an hour left till sunset, so I guess I'm going to be walking back a lot in the dark. But that's okay. I had a good time out there. Well, the descent started off really good, but then it turned into rocks instead of nice sand. But I'm making it work. Crossing a snow patch right now. It's nice and rough and grippy. Smooths out the rocks a bit. So this is Upper Cartridge Lake now. Looks pretty nice. Someday if I stay up here at Cartridge Lake, I'll have to make a trip up here. Go for a little swim too. Not today though. Gotta dash. Well, heading back to my ascent route is working well. Nice, flat, and gentle. Just as I'd hoped. There's regular Cartridge Lake, reflecting Mount Ruskin nicely. Alright, back down to the trail. Almost, it's over there. Picked up my filter. Time to run on down the hill. Well, I'm back down at the river. Time to get out the headlamp. So that's probably going to just about do it for the video for this trip. Alright, I made it to the pass. Took me about 2.5 hours to get up here from where I got down to the river, the Kings River. Not too shabby. It's only a little after 9:30 too, so I'm making pretty good time. This is something new this year. Here by where the creek used to get close enough to the trail so you could get water for the first time. Now it's actually running across the trail. Or down the trail, not just across it. Makes it a little tricky to get by. There's the trail. And there's the creek. The bulk of it is over there, but there's still plenty coming down the trail. Not for a very long distance, just enough to screw you up. And we're back. Boy, what a long day. But a good one. Wow, that's a lot of miles. And what could be one of my latest finishes ever so far.